In dating, women may sometimes use small, subtle tests to figure out how she really feels about a guy. For women, these tests are a fast and effective screening tool that allows them to determine what kind of man they're dealing with, specifically, whether or not he has the characteristics that make him attractive. It lets women get a glimpse of the real you, without spending too much time on getting to know you. Just like you will immediately eliminate women you're not attracted to merely by looking at him, they will do the same by using testing. If you manage to pass her tests on a consistent basis, she will categorize you as an alpha with emotional strength, and feel attraction for you. On the other hand, failing any of these tests will result in her viewing you as weak and will lose interest, if there was any to begin with. Having said this, tests aren't always fair. They're not always accurate either, however they're a universal feature in every relationship. So let's take a closer look at the 10 signs that a woman is testing you. Number 1. Testing your patience. A woman will purposely test your patience. For example, she may intentionally show up late for a date. Or maybe she spends an extra hour or more getting ready. This is a test that women use to see if you're actually willing to wait for her. How patient are you in that you can give her as much time as she needs without being annoyed? If you show frustration, you will immediately fail this test. It's okay not to get irritated about a few wasted minutes. However, if she's taking too long, just keep your cool and ask her to reschedule. Frustration is the display of emotional weakness with this one. Number 2. Overstepping boundaries. A woman may also test your confidence by crossing your boundaries. For example, she might try to make you jealous by talking to another man in front of you. Or maybe she'll cancel plans at the last second to see how you react. In these moments, the best thing you can do is remain cool and calm. It's easy to get irritated or self-conscious. You might think she's betraying you for someone else. But it's important to remember this: nobody is looking for someone to own or control them. She doesn't want you to march over, interrupt her conversation and cause a scene. Instead, she's looking for someone who can stay on top of themselves, someone who remains confident, whether she's talking to you or someone else. If she crosses boundaries you're unwilling to forgive, it's important to make that clear. But letting her get you in your emotions is never the right answer. Number 3. Taking action. Women want a guy who takes action. Let's say she's trying to open a bottle or jar. You see her struggling, so what do? Do you let her struggle? Or do you help her without having to be asked? To pass this test, pay attention to what she needs. When you can see she's having trouble, be the kind of guy who takes action. Open the jar. Help her reach for something on a higher shelf. Lift a heavy piece of furniture so she doesn't have to. To be clear, you shouldn't take action because she can't do these things. You should take action because you want to help. You're looking out for her, just like she's looking out for you. She wants to know if you would have her back in the same way she has yours. She doesn't know if she would have your full support. Show that you care by stepping in when she needs you. Take action, because that's the kind of guy she's looking for. Number 4. Ability to remain calm. How do you handle stressful situations? Do you get angry or panic? Some women create stressful situations to see if you can keep your cool. At the end of the day, she wants someone who is level-headed and confident, even in a stressful situation. She wants to know that you can control yourself, no matter how bad it gets. If you fly off the handle, that's a big red flag. However, if you keep your cool and think through your actions, she'll know that you're someone she can trust. Number 5. Creating turmoil. Women aren't looking for a pushover. They don't want someone who agrees with everything they say, or does everything they want. They're looking for someone who's strong. Someone who stands up for themselves, even if that means standing up to her. This is another way that women test men. They'll create challenging situations to see if you are strong enough to stand up for yourself. If you can rise to the occasion, and do it respectfully, she'll know that you're strong and secure in who you are. Number 6. She ghosts you. Has she ever stopped returning your calls? Maybe she disappears for days on end. You get worried she's pulling away, but is that what's really happening? Sometimes, women become distant to measure your reaction. If you panic and assume the relationship is falling apart, that's a red flag. She wants you to believe in your own value. Don't get spooked by the smallest hurdles. Instead, make an effort to reach out. If she doesn't respond, take a step back, look at things for what they are, and go on living your life. If she's really interested in you, she'll come around. Number 7. Ability to lead. How many times have you been in this situation? Your girlfriend says that she's hungry. She asks you where you want to eat. You aren't sure, so you say, "I don't know, where do you want to eat?" This is not the response she's looking for. Women often pose these to encourage you to take the lead. She doesn't want you to ask her the same question. She wants you to take her somewhere. She wants you to make a decision, otherwise, she'd tell you where she wants to go. So don't answer her questions with more questions. Instead, show her that you can take the lead. Be decisive. Take her on an adventure and show her a good time. These are the qualities she's looking for in a partner. Number 8. Rein in your ego. Can you set aside your ego? Many guys get so caught up in being right, they forget how much damage they're doing to their relationship. Some women start arguments just to see where your loyalties lie. Would you rather preserve the relationship happy, or nurse your own ego? Many times, women start these arguments knowing they're wrong, pointless, or unnecessary. But she'll keep pressing the issue. She is doing this because she's testing you. She wants to see if you can set aside your ego. If you can, you'll pass this test with flying colors. Number 9. Giving up your comfort. Will you sacrifice your comfort or well-being to make her happy? Many women are looking for a man who makes her comfort a priority. She wants someone who is willing to make sacrifices when she is in need. For example, let's say you and your girlfriend are walking outside on a cold night. You're nice and warm, but she forgot her jacket. Do you give up your jacket, even if you will be cold? If you would hold onto your jacket, you might fail this very popular test. Some women allow themselves to be uncomfortable so that you can save the day. She's giving you the chance to set your needs aside and prioritize her well-being. That doesn't mean you should always sacrifice your happiness to make her more comfortable. If she's asking you to make yourself miserable, that's not a healthy relationship. But women need to know you're willing to make her a priority. Number 10. Ability to stand on your own. Are you self-assured? Some guys are confident only when their partners are kind and supportive. As soon as she leaves them alone, they fall apart. In other words, your self-assurance may depend on her support, but that's not what she wants. When women say they want a confident mate, they're talking about someone who's assured all on their own. Confidence is one of the most attractive traits a man can have, and that's why many women will try to challenge you. She may criticize your appearance, or ignore you when you talk. She may play hard to get, or create emotional distance. If you get discouraged and insecure, she'll know you're not a confident person. However, if you stay relaxed and secure, she'll see the kind of confidence she's looking for.